What's going on, everyone? It's your man, LD, Larry Dawson, and we're back again for another episode of Boom Radio, which by now you know stands for Business Over Obstacles is Mastery. So, tonight we have several guests that's going to be on this show. But tonight we also have a change. My co-host at The Real Thomas Johnson Dean is not here tonight. So we have a special Boom co-host. I'm going to introduce him and he's going to take over from there. Mr. Devine, tell him about yourself.
What's going on, buddy? Appreciate you letting me be here with you guys tonight. Some of you guys may know who I am, some of you may not. But I've been in the business world since I was actually 8 years old. And really started working at 8 years old because I couldn't afford to play sports. And so, but I've gone many places, lived in many countries. I've been management, oh God, thousands upon thousands of employees. And I'm just here to help you guys find the next level.
Okay, so, you know, we've talked about the upcoming Wealth and Health Expo, which is Saturday, January 4th, noon to 5 p.m. downtown at the Carroll Hoffner Center.
Woo-hoo.
Yes. So part of the reason that I have tonight's guest on is they are key components in the event that is coming your way. We have Ms. Terry Martin in the house tonight, which is the president of the nonprofit organization Brighter Future Foundation of the Carolinas.
Right.
And they do all kinds of amazing work in the community. They are the proud lead sponsor of the expo this year. So, Terry, tell us a little bit more about the Brighter Future Foundation. What's your mission statement? What does it stand for? And what do you look to accomplish at the Wealth and Health Expo and being a part of the event?
Like you said, I am Terry Martin, president of Brighter Future Foundation of the Carolinas. We are a nonprofit 501c organization here in the Charlotte area. And the organization was put together roughly last summer. I came on in July as the volunteer president, and the organization really just was like, there's more that can be done in the community. We know more than ever there's children who need help, always, and specifically for us as we're seeing now, people are living longer, and there's not a lot out there for the older population. So one of our main goals is to get involved with long-term care for older adults and making sure they're getting the care they need. We really just want to be an organization that's known for our social and economic development.
And recently, you did something to help the homeless out with some scarves and toothbrush and toothpaste, and you put together nice little packages that you gave away. Tell us about that and what made you decide to do that.
Well, we've done several events since the summer. Our last one for the year was our Christmas initiative, which was Blessing Back for the Homeless. We basically put together bags that consisted of scarves, gloves, hats, toothpaste, toothbrush, wipes, pretty much some of the essential things that people that are homeless are often in need of. And our goal was to put together 100 bags of soap shirts that no box empty. So we did donate those bags to Miracle House of Hope, which is a transitional shelter for people that are transitioning from homelessness, and at the same time rehabilitating from drug use.
Okay, and you also, before that, did a coat drive to get coats out to people that need them for this cold weather that's hit us lately.
We did a coat drive, and we also did a Thanksgiving meal giveaway, which we're really proud of. For that particular event, we got support from Walmart Giving and Publix. We were able to give out meals not only in the Charlotte area, but in the Fayetteville area as well, which is my hometown. And it was just a major success. So we have really been getting a lot of support and feedback from the community to help us with the things that we're trying to do.
All right, thank you for answering those questions and letting us know about that stuff. So if someone wanted to donate and help out to the cause,
events, including the Muscle Factory in Fort Mill, Brown Dog Wood Company, as well as BTV Fitness. Several ways to donate. We're always running fundraisers on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook at Ryder Ridge Foundation of the Carolinas. There's always a good opportunity there. You can go to our website, which is bffofthecarolinas.org, and we do have a donate tab there for anyone who wants to donate. We also have Cash App, BFF of the Carolinas, and PayPal at Ryder Ridge Foundation of the Carolinas. All of those are ways that you can donate to our cause. And as far as partnering with us, we're always looking to partner with local business owners. Hit us up, send us an email, find us on Facebook, and we're always looking to do things with people.
That's awesome. Everyone has the information out if they want to step up to the plate and help out and help the mission of the Ryder Ridge Foundation, helping make the Carolinas a better place. Let's switch gears for just a second here. And I said that both of these people who are here tonight will keep in front of us of the upcoming Wealth and Health Expo. So not only is Mr. Devine here to help co-host the show tonight, he is also one of the featured speakers at the Wealth and Health Expo. He's going to talk about training your brain, and he's also going to talk about changing the world one person at a time.
Yes, sir.
Let's touch a little bit about that. Tell them about your company, changing the world one person at a time. Tell them what that mission's about, what they can look for when they come out to the Wealth and Health Expo to hear you speak, and what you'll be doing at your booth.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on this mission for a while. You know, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to help people. I just wanted to see lives change, you know, because I didn't grow up an easy life. I mean, it wasn't maybe as bad as yours, but it was no ride in the park, you know. And so when my focus, my goal is just being able to get in there, teach people that there's more power in our brains than we ever know. Our subconscious mind is a whole different area that's untapped. And when you really understand what you're capable of doing and what potential you have, you know, I'm the type of person, I believe in God very strong. I'm not a Bible thumper or type of person like that, but you know, I believe that, you know, if the Bible said we're created in God's image, then he made our mind in that same image, right? And so if that's the case, then man, what power can we not possess? You know, there's absolutely nothing that we cannot do in this world. And a lot of times, Larry, you know, people get stuck in these ruts because they've been training themselves since they were kids. You know, actually, they were getting trained from their parents who had bad training. They're getting training now. They're training their kids bad training. And, you know, it's the reason our society is the way it is today. You know, there's so many people out there that just really need to understand that our brains have so much more potential, and when you learn how to tap into it, I'm telling you now, you can do anything and everything you ever wanted to do, and then more.
And you know what we call that here on this show? That's a boom moment.
Yes, sir.
If Mr. Thomas Johnson B was here, he would be screaming boom right now. That's some good information right there. And that's very true. I talk about patterns in people's way that they go about things being a learned behavior. And how we're taught things, as a kid in that learned behavior. It basically teaches us who we are, how to think, what we're going to become. It imprints these thoughts into our heads. Earlier, I had a discussion and was talking about how people are diehard Democrats or Republicans based on beliefs that they've had throughout their lives. It's not necessarily on who's the best candidate. Right. It's just, I'm a Republican and I'm voting for whatever Republican's running. I'm a Democrat, I'm voting for whatever Democrat's running. And so, it's deeper than that. Hatred, bigotry,
come on now.
Judging people for their sexuality, judging people for their income, judging people from where they come from, their background. It's a learned behavior. It's taught. It's passed down from generation to generation to generation. And for that to ever stop, we have to stop that.
That's right.
We have to stop teaching other people that.
Yep.
We have to not only become enlightened of our own BS, and the stuff that was taught to us and overcome it, but we also have to pass that down to the next generations and teach them not to be that way.
That's
and
right.
to not have these preconceived notions about other people that are different than them. And judge people for who they are and
Right.
not what you heard or what other people say that has influenced you to think this way.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, everything that we do is learned. I mean, now, what I'm really want to get into is how do we get out of these negative patterns? How do we position ourselves to not be able to do the same bad habits that we've been doing all our life? And how do we get our minds focused to be able to reach the next level of success in life, you know? And it's hard. I mean, it really is. You have to understand that there are major components that you're going to come up against, and anytime that there's change, your body doesn't want to change, right?
We're creatures of habit.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not something that's easy. You know, I mean, for me, I train this stuff, and I still battle it, you know? Just like I'm sure you do some issues in your life. We all have issues. It's not about being superhuman. It's about being real. It's about telling people your faults and your strengths, right?
I tell people all the time, they say stuff to me like, man, you're a role model or you're this and that. And I say, no, I'm not a real role model. I'm a real man.
That's right.
Now, what I can do is I can talk to you, I can teach you, I can help enlighten you, I can help you out, I can give you advice. I'm not a role model, though.
Right.
I'm a man. And
Yeah.
I'm a flawed man just like any other person.
Mm-hmm.
What separates me is I will acknowledge my own BS. And
Right.
I will acknowledge my mistakes. A lot of people will not do that.
That's right.
They will not admit their mistakes. They will not see their flaws. All they want to do is judge other people for their mistakes and their flaws. But they won't take that same finger that they point at their rail and they won't point it back at themselves.
That's right.
But to really advance in life and to become enlightened and to make real positive change, you have to see your own BS.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's where the process of change begins. If you know you're doing something and you know it's a mistake and you know it's wrong, hold yourself accountable.
Mhm.
Strive to be better and strive to be great. Because if you don't hold yourself accountable and you don't push yourself to be great, then you will fall into the pack and making the same mistakes and being stuck in the same rut,
Yep.
spinning your tires, just going through life and not even being able to see the bigger picture. I had a conversation with someone yesterday about pride and how pride gets in the way of so much. Like people will kill relationships, business partnerships, friendships, families. I said, pride has been the fall of many a great men.
Mm-hmm.
Pride is a crazy thing, and until you become smart enough and enlightened enough to understand that sometimes you have to humble yourself and put your pride to the side for the betterment of yourself and for other situations, you will stay stuck like someone bumping their head against the wall over and over and over and over. Yeah, you think you got your pride intact because you didn't give in or you didn't budge, you and stuff over, but in reality, you look like a fool.
That's right. And it happens so often. I mean, once again, though, it's inbred in us, you know? And people are so stuck with trying to keep up with the Joneses and everything else that all they want to do is be prideful and give this fake Instagram, Facebook life that they say that they have. And in reality, man, come on, people, wake up.
Business relationships as well, and that's something I've struggled with probably for the better part of all of my life. Actually, it's taken probably just school here and some change to really like hold myself accountable to things like that. Being prideful, being
Yeah.
stubborn. Being stubborn probably more than prideful, and a little bit of a mix of I ain't apologizing, I ain't doing anything wrong. It comes from just sometimes we're not able to see ourselves.
Yeah.
Not able to, especially when we're upset. All we see is the opposition. We're not able to see how we could
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
So tell us, when people come out to the expo, what will they be able to hear you talking about? And if they come to your booth to check you out, what exactly will you have going on there?
Well, like I said, when I'm going to be there, probably be talking on training your brain. I have two. Well, I got one ebook and I got one online course that I'll be selling there. Obviously, all you have to do is log in to get it, so there's no physical copies or anything of that nature. I have my merchandise as well that you can order. And, guys, I mean, what I really want to do is I just want to, I want people to come to my booth and ask me questions. I want to be able, when they hear me speak up there, and they're going to be, some of them are going to be scratching their head because they're going to be like, I've heard this before. You're telling me that I can actually use my mind to heal my body. I can use my mind to actually bring wealth in. I can use my mind to actually be the best person that I can be,
Obviously, a lot of people, there's a good chunk of people that know me from the fitness industry. There's a good chunk of people that know me from the business industry. The people that know me from the fitness industry, they've known one side of me that they've seen for a long time. But one thing they constantly also heard me say is the strongest muscle in our body is our brain. So before I lift these weights, before I make this run, before I do anything in the gym or do anything physical fitness, even back to my boxing days, the most important, strongest muscle I have is my mind. It is what defines me. It is who I am. It drives everything. That drive you see in the gym, when I'm out working everyone, and even when I'm hurt or I'm sick, and I'm still pushing, I'm still running, I'm still boxing, I'm still lifting weights, I'm still training other people. It's the mind that's doing that.
Yeah.
It's my mental makeup. It's my brain that pushes my body to do that. When I'm sick, no offense, guys, don't take offense to this, I'm just being real. Guys, y'all act real funny out there when y'all get sick. Y'all get a runny nose and y'all been in bed for 4 days acting like you're dying. Man, I'll have strep throat and be in the gym acting like nothing's wrong with me. It's the mental fortitude to just push through. Like, I'm not dying. I didn't get shot 10 times. I got the sore throat. I'll be okay.
Right, exactly. But the reason that is because what you're programming your mind. You're probably like me. Every time I'm in my car, there's an audiobook playing, and if I ran out of audio credits, then there's motivational videos playing in my car. There's not I don't watch the news. I don't watch all these TV shows.
What? You mean you're not brainwashed by the news?
Woo!
Hold up.
Right?
I really can agree with you on that. I think I probably stopped watching the news 7, 9 years ago because it started making me depressed.
Yeah.
And then even further, I'm a TV sleeper, so I can fall asleep with the TV on, and often after 10 or 11, the news comes on. I go to sleep to dying and killing, and somebody got this, and somebody got that. You wake up in the morning, it's the same thing.
Right.
With the dash of politics, which is I just got tired of it.
Yeah.
I figured if it's big news, I'll find out about it. It'll be on Facebook or somewhere.
Right? I mean, when I go to bed every single night, there's affirmations playing.
Yeah.
I have my computer on my bed, and every night there's positive affirmations playing every night.
I want to give a quick shout out real quick to one of the sponsors of the Wealth and Health Expo. They're actually going to be the food vendor at this year's event, and that is Carmelo's Pizza and Grill. They have 3 locations. They have one on Carolyn's Boulevard in Fort Mill. They have one in South Tryon in South Charlotte, and they have one on the Mumford location off of Mumford Drive. If you guys haven't had their food yet or haven't stopped in there, check them out. They're one of the best spots in Charlotte. Once again, check them out. Carmelo's Pizza and Grill. All right, so now you know that they're the food vendor, one of the sponsors of Wealth and Health Expo. Let's we touching on the news. We touching on current events. I got something for you. What do y'all think about President Trump getting impeached?
Uh-oh.
Did I ask that question?
Wow.
Thomas Johnson Bean, if you are watching this show, I need a comment to come across the bottom of this screen, and I need to know what you think about President Trump getting impeached.
All right. I mean, I just think it's a joke, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, from what like I said, I don't watch a lot of the news, but my buddy Dean at my office, he's a news junkie and it kills me. You know, I have to hear it every once in a while. But, you know, our economy's supposedly doing a lot better than it's ever been. And we have two groups of people acting like little babies.
Yep.
Well, it's my way, it's your way. No, it's neither. You guys work for us, right? Right? I mean, you spending all this taxpayers' money to get this man out since before he was even in, and how much more could how many billions of dollars have they spent on this impeachment?
They said Social Security might run out. Yeah, Social Security gonna run out because y'all just had a 30-day trial trying to take them in an office. They ain't even gonna leave the office.
Right.
Listen, we already seen this before. We saw this with Bill Clinton when he got impeached by the House and the Senate overturned it. The whole world already knows that's what happened.
Yeah.
This man just got impeached just like he did. The House voted one way, the Senate's going to vote another way. Nothing's going to change. And you know what's funny is every year during the holidays, you see how the House closes down, the Senate closes down. They were open all the way to the bitter end, just wasting more and more and more money. I know there's some people pissed off right now. I know there's some diehard Republicans, some diehard Democrats that are mad at me right now. Listen, I'm going to break this down a little bit further to you. I'm going to say it's all a joke. But see, when I say it's a joke, I'm not saying it's a joke in a joking way. I'm saying it in an enlightened, deep way. Our political system has got to the point where it is a joke. It is a mockery, and the entire world laughs at us and about our political system and the way it's run. You have people that are in Congress for 20, 30, 40, 50 years sitting on the same seat. There should be no seat. Democrat, Republican, House, Senate, anywhere that you can serve more than 2 terms. That good old boy system has got to go. We are in a flawed system. So here's the thing. This system that we go by was written hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Here we are, it's about to be 2020, and we're going by a system that was wrote with a feather. Think about that. We are literally going by a political system that was wrote on a scroll with a feather.
Yep.
So everything in this world's changed, everything's been modernized, everything's been updated, and the American way is being run by a scroll that was written on a feather by some, no offense, old, racist, white men hundreds of years ago. And that's our system.
Yeah, it's pretty true.
So I think, this is my opinion, and I know I'm a radical, and I know I'm probably going to catch a lot of heat behind this. I say, for us to succeed and for us to move forward to the 20th century, wipe the slate clean. Do away with the whole system. Let's create a new system, and let's make something that works. Let the people actually be in charge. These senators, all these congressmen, all these people taking up these offices and getting these checks and becoming rich and making these deals. Listen, there shouldn't even be a Democratic Party. There shouldn't be a Republican Party. When a position is open, whether it's from the Senate to a governor's seat to a president, it should be 2 people not aligned to any Democratic or Republican cult.
Right.
Where people follow it like a cult. Yes. It should be 2 people going up there expressing their beliefs, what they want to do, what their mission is, and what they're going to try to accomplish and put into place. And let these 2 people debate it out. Because this is the problem. You could be a Republican, and the Democratic Party could be, the person he's got there could be way better. But just because you're Republican, you're going to vote for a Republican.
Yep.
So put 2 people up there and let them run against each other and let the people decide which one of the 2 they want to ride with.
And I feel the same way. In private conversations, I've often said that if people had to actually listen to what we say without being aware of the political affiliation of candidates, they probably would be surprised at the end of who they actually voted for. But it's not like that. The red is the red. I'm voting red. I don't care what comes out. It's not blue. Blue, I'm voting blue. I don't care what comes out. No one's even giving anybody else an opportunity because they're not red or blue. And I totally agree with him on that. I'm just so over it.
Yep.
And I am 37 years old. And I don't.
Oh, say that a little bit louder.
37 in fact.
Ooh.
I'm so disappointed and discouraged with the way things are. I don't even feel motivated
Yeah, I know.
And I know a lot of people who look like me feel the same way for what? Because like you said, it's become a joke.
All it's become is these people making literally, they go into office making 30, 40, 50, and what are their salaries? And how did they all become multimillionaires in office?
Because they all pass laws for their buddies and
Uh-huh.
get stuff under the table. Listen, man, you know what politics has become to me? You remember when we were younger? Remember when our parents would be watching stuff like The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, Guiding Light, the stories? Remember that? That is what our American political system's become.
Oh, yeah.
You want to watch daytime stories?
Soap opera.
Cut the soap opera box on.
Yeah,
It's
just
nothing
turn on
but
the news.
politics.
Yeah, right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
I probably
Both news stations.
I probably lost a lot of viewership tonight, boy. There's probably some people out there don't even like me no more. They're like, I don't even give a damn if he's handsome. I ain't listening to nothing he says no more.
Oh, that's great.
All right, so listen, you know, we got a little bit more time in this first segment, and then we're going to have Miss Wanda Evans. She's going to come on here soon, and she's going to get to join in on this fun debate that we're having tonight. So let me talk to you. You were overseas for a little while, were you not?
Yeah.
What was your experience like while you were overseas?
Oh man, you know, somehow or another I actually came out humble. You know, so most people when you go overseas, they hate expats. They hate us Americans because we're so arrogant, and we just have this mindset to where we put people down. And every person I've ever met from every different country, and I've met them from probably 20, 30 different countries, have told me the exact same thing. He said, you Americans are arrogant, we don't like you. And I'm like, but you're telling me people in England don't like us? They're like our #1 ally. Yeah, we don't like you. We make fun of you. And I'm just like, dang. Yeah, but so when I went across seas, I lived in Costa Rica for 10 years. And I lived in the Philippines for 6 months. I developed different companies and in Costa Rica, and I helped bring a company to light in the Philippines. And what I've realized is that, if you just treat them with respect, they're going to treat you with respect back. I mean, it's been awesome. When I lived in Costa Rica, at one point in time, I had over 1,000 employees that worked for me. And then, I built my company up, and so I would put people in different companies, right? And so I had a person over here, a person over there, and they're doing different jobs, and I'm the one who reaps the rewards, right? So it was a good deal. But it was all about principles, and ethics. When you put your principles in place, you can't go wrong if they're true principles and if they're not keep up with the Jones principles.
You mean that, ooh, they got that new chain, they got that new car, they got that new watch, they got the new shoes, they got the new jeans, I gotta go get those.
Right? And I get it, because I was there, I did it. I grew up dirt poor. I mean, my new clothes came from the Salvation Army when I was there.
I'm damn sure wore them to school from the Salvation Army.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting made fun of because I was wearing corduroy pants 4 years out when they were out of style, and I thought they were brand new, and I was like, cool, look at, I'm going into school with some nice clothes on. Man, did they make fun of me that day. I was the laughing stock of the school. But, yeah.
So, let's touch back with the Brighter Future Foundation again. I actually participated in 2 of the events that you did earlier this year.
Yes.
You were wanting to do something I thought was really cool, and I wanted to be a part of it. You wanted to get back to school products to help the kids out who were struggling, and that was very personal to me because growing up, like you said, I was not very well off, and I also had to wear Salvation Army clothes to school and move around a lot. It was a real struggle. So I like to do stuff like that. So we put together a celebrity boot camp, and we raised a good bit of money. Yeah, and then we did a free car wash. Come out and get your car washed, make a donation, and those were 2 great events I was glad to be a part of. And someone said something to me, I guess about a week ago. I had made a post on Facebook that I had some Christmas meals that I would like to give away, and I asked some people to probably message me if they wanted any, and someone said, I see you give those meals away at Christmas and Thanksgiving. Why aren't you going through a nonprofit so you can use it as a tax write-off? That's what someone said to me. And I said, well, I've done stuff with the nonprofits. I said, but this is something different. I said, when I was young, I'd never had anything, and I would see other families, and I would see other people have these really big Thanksgiving dinners, these really big Christmas dinners, and my mom always would take nothing and make magic out of it, but we didn't have the means like other families would. And I remember as a kid, I would always think and say to myself, man, I wish there was someone out there that was like really cool, man, or really famous, or really something that would just like think about people like us and come and donate meals to us and stuff. And you know what's really cool in our life comes full circle? Now I'm in a position where I can be that person. So if I give away a Thanksgiving meal or a Christmas meal, that person that I used to imagine existed when I was a kid, I get to actually be that person now. So it doesn't have to be through a nonprofit. It doesn't have to be so I can use the tax write-off. It has to do with fulfilling a dream that I had as a kid. I get to be the person I wish that was out there that existed. So, you know, I had to tell them that's why I do that.
Well, I mean, listen, from a business standpoint, I get it. When you exist with a nonprofit, you get the tax write-off. That's just business 101. I mean, in fact, you and I partnering together has probably been beneficial for both of us if we did a nonprofit and you being who you are, just having the connection you've had with just connecting me with other local business owners. But at the end of the day, when you're doing it because it's from your heart, it has nothing to do with a tax write-off. You're going to get that. What type of things you're going to get from it. That's really what matters. That's really what's important. And I say that to you as well as to other individuals who just donated to PFF just because.
Right.
No accolades, no recognition, but just I want to make a donation. So I appreciate you and everyone else that I've met and been affiliated with you that really supported my cause.
You hear that, Democrats and Republicans? I'm really not that bad of a guy.
Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
So someone besides the libertarians can actually tune in and listen to me still. So listen, man, we are also like, you know, we're live on the radio, but we are also streaming live on Facebook. So if you guys want to interact with us, if you want to ask us anything, all you have to do is go on Facebook to either my page, Ron's page, Terry's page, to the Connected, and ask us a question. Submit a topic. We'll answer your question live right here on the radio, or we'll talk about the topic you want to hear us talk about. I'm going to drop a little hint to y'all. Coming up later in the show, I'm going to touch on a very taboo subject. Here we go. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about sex tonight, live, right here on the Boom Radio Show. Yeah, you heard it right here. We're gonna touch on a couple of hot topics, a couple of taboo topics, some stuff that people try to avoid. I'm gonna try not to get banned from the air tonight. I'm gonna try to be good. So if I start to say something crazy, someone please, you know, give me a warning sign that I'm about to go down like the Titanic.
Cross the road.
I want to give a shout out to the Alex Abby who said he likes my voice. No one's ever told me that they like my voice. So thankfully, I actually like my voice too.
That's awesome.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to call Lee out.
Right?
I'm just going to say cookies. All right.
Oh, that's
so,
great.
You're in Mr. Thomas Johnson Bean's seat tonight.
Yes, sir.
That's some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, and I'm small.
Listen, I know one thing for sure. Thomas might be listening on the radio, but Thomas, I need you to tune in to Facebook, because I need to see like a comment or a question or what the hell's wrong with you come up across this screen.
Right? Yeah, tell me how bad I'm doing, Thomas.
So tell us, Ron, a little bit more about because this is something that I want to know, about the program that you have, Train Your Brain. in that course. And if someone wants to train your brain and they want to know more about that course and what it will accomplish if they take that course, explain that to us.
Man, this course is a very in-depth. I mean, it's going to go into how to change habits, how to change your mental mindset. It's 36 modules long. Each module has a test at the end of it. Each module has a bonus at the end of it, you know, for you to be able to take your positive affirmations or whatever it is along in that specific module, and be able to just keep it there at your fingertips, right? Because, you know, I believe that what you keep in front of your eyes is what you're going to become, right? Because it's going to go into vision, because let's look at this. Has a house ever been built that didn't first have a vision?
Everything in this world happens twice. Once in the mind and then second
Right?
in reality.
And so what it's going to do is it's got to get in there, and you got to learn how to start creating that new vision for your life, how to create a new perception, because our perceptions are so distangled in this day and age, right? But when you learn that, wait a second, if I'm not where I want to be in life, you're telling me that there's something I can do to make it better? You know, I don't have to stick in this 9-to-5 job.
Sure don't.
Oh my goodness, come on now. I mean, I never thought I would even be making $30,000 a year, never mind $30,000 to $40,000 a month.
Exactly.
You know? Come on now. So, I mean, if you really want to know about Train Your Brain, guys, I'm telling you right now, it's not too deep, but it's deep enough to get you to where you need to be. Because if I made it too deep, then you wouldn't understand how to do it. So it has to walk a very fine line, and just like all training courses do. Because, you know, if you want more than that, then there's mentoring, coaching, and so forth. But this here will change your life, I guarantee, because it's really going to position. You can go to rondevine.com. You spell my last name D-E-V-I-N-E, not D-I, right? And it's right there for you. I think I got it so cheap too. It's like $97 or $99, whatever.
That's pretty cheap compared to most of the courses I see these days. They're usually anywhere from 500 to 5,000.
Yeah. And I guarantee you it has more in that little course than most people's mentoring courses.
But that's because a lot of these courses that are sold these days now are just off the name.
Right.
You buy it because of the name, and then you go on there and it's a basic general course, but yeah, you paid a couple $1,000 for it because it had so-and-so's name or so-and-so's name attached to it.
Right.
Instead of real people giving you real courses.
Right. And right now, believe it or not, I'm even giving my little ebook, Spirit of Acceleration, away for free.
Boom! For
You know?
free! One more time?
It's for free!
Oh!
Yep.
Man, you better go get that book for free.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a Christian concept of the law of attraction. So it's not all weirded out, but it gives you Bible-based principles of why you should be able to walk in success.
So I want to ask both of you a question. So we talk about how, you know, behaviors are learned and how people get caught in these bad patterns and stuck in these ways. If I had to ask you guys, what do you think the number one reason people don't get out of their own way, don't take the step to make changes, don't try to become better versions of themselves, don't break their bad habits, they just won't come out of it? Because listen, this is one thing I do know. Probably 80% of people say they want to do better.
Mm-hmm.
And out of those 80% that say they want to do better, 70% take 0 steps to actually do better. Maybe 10% will. And then I said 80% because the other 20%, you can't tell them there's nothing wrong with them. They think
Right.
they're perfect.
That's right.
So we're probably just wasting our time talking to them.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think the number one reason is why people are unwilling to, or can't, or won't, or what do you think it is? Why don't you go first, Ron?
Man, well, you know, I don't know if it's that they don't take action. I think they have a mental idea that they're going to take action, right? However, because their programming has been so messed up their entire life, they don't know what steps to take. And what happens is they just get confused. Their body's saying, wait a second, I am so used to doing this, because you stop and think about this. You wake up on the same side of the bed every day. You go take a shower at the same time every day, typically. You eat a meal at the same time every day. You know, we are programmed, and it is hard to unprogram yourself. It's hard to retrain your brain. It really is. And until we can get to the point to where we are willing to sacrifice, because that's the number one thing right there. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to position yourself to get uncomfortable. Because we know there's no growth in the comfort zone.
Comfort zone is the worst place to be.
Oh my goodness, there's no growth in the comfort zone. And so when you get out of that comfort zone and you take on that pain, that little bit of pain, right? That's when you can grow. It's like you in the gym, right? When do you build muscles?
You build muscles when you put that work in.
When you put the work in, but what are you doing? You're destroying that
You
muscle.
gotta rip it, tear it down.
Right.
And then it regenerates.
And then it
grows back
regenerates.
bigger, stronger, and harder.
Right? So most people, they don't understand that you're gonna have to tear yourself down. You're gonna have to tear that brain muscle down and then rebuild it.
Man, you know you just got pretty deep on these guys, right?
Probably.
Yeah, you got pretty deep. Did y'all keep up? Did y'all follow that? Because that man just dropped some real knowledge on y'all. I hope y'all understood what he just said. Terry, what is your take on what is the number one problem holding people back?
I feel like complacency. Just getting comfortable, kind of like what he said. You know, I have a pretty nice house. My car's pretty nice. I have a pretty decent job. And you just grow comfortable with, I'm doing better than my parents are doing, better than my age, I'm doing better than a lot of people that I know. Everything's good, I'm good.
Right.
And also getting caught up with that very still existing American dream. I have this good job, I have this good house, I have this good car, and not really looking outside of the box. I don't have to be the job, whatever. Like I can do my own. And also, I feel like a lack of ambition, no ambition or desire to do anything different from what's already being done because it's arranged and sacrificed.
Right. But you know what's crazy? We say that these people, they're in this position, but did you know that 80% of Americans, North American people, if they had a medical crisis, couldn't come up with an extra $500?
Absolutely.
80%. I mean, this is statistics, guys. 80% could not come up with an extra $500 without using a credit card.
So now let me step in and say one of the main reasons I think is laziness and distraction.
Right.
So a lot of people are just plain lazy and want the easiest way out and the easiest route with everything. We live in a microwave society where everyone wants to be able to throw something in the microwave for 60 seconds and it's done. Take a pill and you're fixed. It took you 10 years of messing your body up. You got all this weight on. You just want to have a miracle pill or a miracle surgery and it'll be fixed just like that. You don't want to put any work in. You know, and then we're constantly distracted. Social media, TV and the news, gossip. It never stops. How many people wake up and the very first thing they do in the morning is grab their phone and look on Facebook or Instagram? You
might have missed something. What do you mean? Something happened, you might have missed it.
So you got a 20-minute break. And what do you do during that 20-minute break? Do you do something productive? Do you do 20 minutes of quick exercise? Do you return a couple emails? Do you call a family member? Do you work on a report? Do you do something productive? No, what do? You scroll through Facebook for 20 minutes.
Yep.
And I talked about this the other day too. I've reached a point financially where if I didn't really want to do anything extra, I really don't have to do anything extra. I do extra stuff because that's how you get out of the comfort zone of being stuck. You just said that if a medical emergency come up, 80% of Americans couldn't come up with $500 on the spot, right? So check this out. You got a 9-to-5 job. You work 8 hours in a 24-hour day. Monday through Friday comes. On Friday, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so beat down. So Saturday comes. You lay in bed all day long watching Netflix, watching someone else's show that they're making money off of. But yet you don't got $500 if there's a medical emergency. Man,
Preach it.
you could be out serving tables, work that one day, make $500, and then there you got it.
Yep.
But guess what? That would take actually not being lazy, getting up, having a side hustle, and going to do stuff. I still do crazy stuff like that. And people look at me like, what the hell is wrong with Larry? He's made it to a point where he should never do stuff. I do stuff like that because guess what? I won't settle. I'm not lazy. I'm never going to get in. I gave a speech the other day, and I said, I'm not going to sit around all day long and watch Game of Thrones. Damn that. I want to have my own throne.
Right?
I'm not trying to watch other people fight to be a king. I'm trying to make my own kingdom.
Now.
I'm trying to have my own throne to sit on. And I can't get it by laying in the bed all day Saturday watching Netflix and Game of Thrones. You got to get out of this mentality of being lazy. You said other people in other countries look at us as a joke. They look at us as a joke because they feel like we're entitled, we're lazy, we're obese, and we worry about the silliest stuff.
Yep.
Stop letting things distract you. Stop being lazy. I am so sick and tired of hearing people say they're tired. I'm tired of hearing people say they're tired. It's so ridiculous. Listen, we all go through life. We all got to get up in the morning. We all got to go to work. We got to be fathers, mothers, friends, workers. We got to drive places. We got to pick up stuff. We got to carry stuff. We got to go to the grocery store. We all have to put in work. Guess what? We all get tired, but some of us choose not to let that slow us down, not to use it as an excuse. Guess what? You're not always going to be 100% optimal. But I promise you this, if you keep a positive mindset, if you stop playing social media so much, maybe if you put some healthy food in your body and you was running off of healthy fuel instead of bad fuel, you might not feel so sluggish. Maybe if you went to bed at a decent time at night, instead of watching Netflix and movies all night, you would get up in the morning feeling a little bit more rejuvenated and rested. You got to think about your priorities. Stop being lazy. Stop making excuses. Stop saying you're tired. Your mind controls your body. So if you are constantly telling yourself you're tired, what do you think your body's going to feel?
But Larry, I mean, life gets in the way.
Man. Do y'all want me to spend 2 hours on here preaching and say something like that? I might do it for 2 straight hours.
Oh my God, I hate hearing that. I want to slap people.
Life gets in the way. Someone that fell off recently working out, took about 6 months off, put 40 pounds on, came back. I asked them what happened. They said, oh man, life got in the way. I just turned my head and looked at him sideways. Life got in the way. Life gets in the way for all of us. Life is tough. Tomorrow is the 2-year anniversary of my mother's death. Life is tough, man.
Yeah.
You know, my grandfather died on Christmas Eve. And tomorrow's the anniversary of my mother's death. And there's times I don't work on the inside, but I work through and I do what I have to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people, I said I'm not a role model earlier, but a lot of people look at me like that.
Of
and
course.
A lot of people look up to me and watch the things that I do. Watch how I carry myself. If someone out there is saying to themselves, well, if Larry can do it, I can do it, and that's what's motivating them, well, then I'm taking that burden upon me, and I can handle it. So if you see me do it, know you can do it. I'm not a robot. I'm not immune to stuff. I feel pain. I feel, hurt and sorrow. I get tired, but I just don't give in. Like, I refuse to lose. I refuse to be a statistic. I refuse to be, one of the sheep that's ushered through life. I prefer to be the wolf that's outside of the pack. So my answer to that is laziness and distraction. And I wish that people could find the mental clarity, maybe to go train your brain, maybe just to check out Ron's course, and to wake up and to break that cycle and to stop that laziness, stop that cycle, stop telling yourself you're tired, stop making excuses, and stop with the distraction.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stop. Y'all got me out here preaching. And we gonna get tuned out. I see my viewership going down, and I already talked junk about Democrats and Republicans. I'm gonna be hated after this show.
Yeah, buddy.
So listen, we're gonna take a quick break from the Boom Radio Show. When we come back live, we're gonna have our next guest on here live with us. And don't forget what I told y'all. we are going to be talking about the taboo subject of sex tonight. And I'm going to try not to get far from the radio. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned to the Boom Radio Show. All right, we're back. The Boom Radio Show. Business over obstacles is mastery. And I hope we have another guest. It is here. The one, the only, the one in heaven. Why don't you tell them who you are, tell them about your company, and tell them about what they can expect at the Wellness Health Expo if they come out and see you.
Well, thank you, Larry. Thanks for inviting me to the show. It's been a while since I've been on.
All right.
Ladies, I know.
Yeah, we got two ladies on it.
So I'm on the Evans, and I was in the company. Wanted to do business as far as I can do. And really,
So this is a different side of you, you know. Obviously, people that know me and follow me know that I have a YouTube series called Super Talking Boss, where I interview different business owners, entrepreneurs, and self-starters in the Charlotte area. And I actually did an interview with you in one of the episodes, and it was actually about a completely different company. It was about something very unique and something very different, and something that a lot of people probably still don't know about, and that's Hot Glass Charlotte. Why don't you break down exactly what Hot Glass Charlotte is, how people can find you, book you, and where exactly you came up with the idea? That's something really cool that you talked about. Like, you do a lot of cool weddings, people will have you come out, and the bride and groom go in there and make like a, you know, quick audio podcast that they can have forever.
Right.
Just remember the wedding.
Exactly. It's not just weddings, so it's all you, right? So you can come on, so you can come on as guests, right? So you know, there's something that's probably like
Yeah.
and then what you can do is you can take an audio over video, like let's say this mother, a father daughter dance, right? You know, let's say the father said something in the podcast, and the video is like remembering how people were in that, we learned from people. That's really nice.
book you, hire you, or find you, how can they find out about Complex Solar?
Yeah, so we're at, on DOC, Charlotte, on Instagram and Facebook, and we put up there, we have, our booth, we also run, the report. Also, the other part is, the second part of, the things that you're talking about, alluded to is about the hurry.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a couple of them.
So the first and second, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I remember, when back in, we were going to do the box, right? And all the other companies, this is where we have our where we have our doctor. And we thought it was, and I'm like, let's take it, example.
Yeah.
Because it was very not, I think it was very not doing.
Because what I saw it had, I think, 3 different men, painted on the front.
Nice.
Every month, and always this year, we're thinking every 2 months, so we can have more of the exposure for the artists. Yeah, they come and they do their own, it's like, different candidates that they want to have.
So, earlier, when you came on the show, one of the topics that we touched on was I asked them what they thought about, President Trump getting a seat. What's your opinion on that? I'm looking at it, we're not going to look.
That's right. Nope.
And the biggest joke about it, someone said to me after they got announced he got a seat, they said that, that's a real stain on his record. And I said, what? Are we talking about the same guy? Because the guy that I've been seeing since I was a kid, has been all over the news, he actually is gonna wear that as a badge of honor.
Right? 100.
No, not one single bit. That's not gonna change his $5.
Nope.
Not one single bit. He's actually gonna wear that right here like a military stripe.
Yep. Nope. Yeah.
I mean, look at all the trouble Ronald Reagan got into when he was off in office. You know, with selling the gun legally, and supporting the mantra. It's a hot mess. He never left office.
Yeah, but he was a president. He governed for the second, so he gets to talk to people.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. Like, he got caught, we probably just brought up Nixon, and he's talking about getting caught breaking in a cookie jar. I don't think anyone's ever got caught in anything dead to rights, and Reagan got caught with that whole scandal. He never left office, and I think his popularity was his highest during his second term.
Yeah.
And that is the thing with Trump, a lot of people who really care about how the economy, and you take your battle, right? You like how the economy is, you're gonna go, and that's what you're gonna go with. I don't care, you'll feel like, you just forget what they were looking at, right? You're gonna die. Yeah, you're gonna die, because that's what's important, like, what's your top three, what are your top three, issues, concerns? And if it doesn't hit those, then
That's right.
like for me, social issues, is a huge concern, which is why I am not Republican.
So,
You know, and Republicans are the Democrats, and it's weird. Yeah.
Hey, that's funny you said that, Blake. It definitely would.
so,
Another topic that we touched on before you got here was, we've been talking about like learned behavior, top behavior, people that can't change their ways or can't see their own BS or are unwilling to make the changes that they need to do better in their life. By self-checking themselves or stepping outside their comfort zone or taking that first step or just thinking about it, realizing I need to make changes to be a better person and to be better with my life. What is your opinion of what's the number one reason that holds people back from taking a positive step forward in their life?
I think, fear of failure. Yeah, I think that's all it is, because I think that it is a belief in faith and belief in yourself, and belief in your ability, and then how do you face the hard times, and you always work in a company, then you talk about this on the spot, right? You think you work in a company, and you're used to doing that, and you have that supposed security of that feedback, and, you know, I was going to work every day, I'm good, and then one day, things are gone. And so it's a misconception that having a full-time job is a security blanket.
Uh-oh.
That is not.
Especially the right word they where they can let you go.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so I feel like people get afraid to make that leap, but if they do, and they're going to have a good plan and a strategy, and they have a plan, it's not going to be like you're going to have a year or so downtime, you're going to be running your business, it's going to take a while.
Yep.
3 years almost to really grow your business to where it needs to be.
The advice, the advice you're giving is amazing. This advice you're giving, it definitely needs to go out to anyone out there that is thinking about leaving the corporate world and opening their own business or being their own boss. But let's dig a little deeper on their own personal. Why can't someone make changes on a personal level to stop being lazy, to stop making excuses, to change their habits, to eat better, to work out, to be a better husband, to be a better wife, to be a better father, to be a better mother, to hold themselves accountable, to check themselves, to do better with their spending, to just overall better themselves in every aspect of life? What do you think holds people back? What do you think that number one reason is to get people away?
Yeah, I think it kind of means some kind of accountability, and like holding yourself accountable is very difficult. First, you have to love yourself, right? Love yourself. Love yourself.
did y'all hear that?
Wow.
Love yourself.
Yeah, because if you don't, you're not going to feel where you are. I'm fine where I am, right? I'm sitting there, where do you do that, right? So you do. Yeah. So you have to want to do it. You have to do it. You do it. And you have to make sure you carve out time to do it. Make that time to do it. Like I earlier, make your time. Have a list of what you want to do. And have your priorities. If you're not spending your day with your top three priorities, you're wasting time.
So listen, I promised tonight we was gonna touch on some taboo subjects now. So we was gonna talk about some stuff that y'all might want to hear about, y'all might not want to hear about. Kids, put your earplugs in. We're about to talk about SEX,
Uh-oh.
sexuality, sexual preference, and all that good stuff. Okay.
So, mom, log out.
So what I see right now is that we need to get some more viewers on Facebook Live. We need to get some more viewers on the radio. We need to turn this thing up because it's about to get real. So the first question I'd like to ask right out the box is, when you see two people of the same sex together, how does that make you feel? Do you feel in the world we live in that it's okay for a man to be with a man
and a woman can be with a woman. What's your opinion on that, Ron?
Well, I grew up a different lifestyle. So I had two moms before two moms was popular. So, I mean, now it's a trend,
Yeah.
right? But back then, I didn't even realize my mom was gay until she was already dead. And so, I mean, it was just normal life for me. And since I was a little kid, I always had at least two moms at the house, and so for me, I mean, is that lifestyle for me? No. But am I going to judge somebody? Who gave me the right to judge somebody? I can't judge them whether it's right or wrong. I know it's not for me. Just like that little saying, silly rabbit, right? I live by that philosophy. But yeah, man, I mean, if that's what you want, if you're happy, all I care about is making you happy. And if you're happy being gay, transgender, upside down, inside out, black, white, pink, I don't care. People are people. It's a human soul that you gotta love, not who they love.
What's your opinion on this, Barry?
I feel for, I'm so old school, like, I believe, like, at this point in my life where I make things over as well. I have friends off it's great. But I'm so for it. Like, I'm so for having these things and finding out, who you are and whatever that might look like. I feel like a radio, very good. After technology, very good. After technology, even like, I have an ex with teenager. Even this generation is very good. They don't care about none of the stuff that we care about. They want to be friends with whoever. They want to sleep with whoever. They're going to dress however. Their concern is just so far gone from what we probably not.
Well, I'm the youngest one here tonight, so I don't know too much
That
about
is not true.
I don't know too much about y'all's age group. So, what do you think about everything, Ron?
Yeah, and like I said, I'm very social. Issues are very important to me, and I think I don't know how you feel, but I guess we're all in agreement. And in fact, I've lived both lives. I was married to a man for 14 years, together for 17, and I have two beautiful children. And awesome, and I've been in a same-sex relationship with my partner for 28 years.
Nice.
So, a lot of people that know me know this, that I'm probably one of the most open people that you're ever going to meet with everything. With people of different sexualities, with people of different race, with people of different religions, with people of different mindsets. I'm just very open-minded. I'm a very deep thinker, and I'm a seeker of knowledge, and I've always been a little bit different. I have a lot of gay friends, and there was times when I was younger when people would say stuff about me and say that I was gay, and say them stuff because I had gay friends, but I never judged them as gay. I judged them as just John, Joe, Billy, whatever. They're people. They're humans. What they do in their bedroom at night is none of my business. I mean, and I don't even care if we're somewhere at a restaurant, you're sitting in your part, you're holding. What does that have anything to do with me? What do I prefer? I prefer women, right? But that's my preference. I don't want my friend sitting across the table that's gay to judge me because I like women. I'm not judging you because you like men. You're still my friend regardless. Don't judge me because I like women. I'm never going to judge you because you like men. So I've always been a tone setter. When I first came up, and I remember through like my teenage years into my early 20s and the 90s and stuff, it was very taboo then still. Like it was starting to come out a little bit, but as I would go places and be around gay guys and stuff, I would hear whispers like, oh, he's gay or he's this and that stuff and everything. And I never really even tried to put a straight on it because I'm 100% as a man secure in my manhood, in my sexuality. If you're insecure, that's fine, that's on you. You know, I hear people say stuff sometimes. I'm a very outspoken and very manly man. Just like she's saying very about being outspoken, she's also saying very about manly. And anyone that knows me will tell you that's the definition of alpha male. And I don't take crap from nobody, period, ever. So people are to the point where they won't say stuff to me about other sexualities or stuff like that around me because they probably want to get my mouth. They don't want to hear what's about to come out.
Right.
Yeah. So, but there's times when I hear stuff and I have to put a straight and correct something really quick. And there's a friend of mine, I'm not going to call his name out, he works out with me a lot, and he would say stuff about gay people or act funny and stuff. And one of the people who was training us with one day, he's bisexual. And he had some smart comments, and I pulled him to the side and I said, don't ever do that again. Don't ever be disrespectful like that around me again. I'm not playing. I said, are you gay? He said, no, I'm not gay. I said, are you worried about someone thinking you're gay? Are you not secure in who you are as a man? And he said, no, I'm secure in who I am. I said, then stop being homophobic. If you are secure in who you are as a man, and you're not worried about what other people think because you know who you really are, then don't be disrespectful to other people. Because that person's not being disrespectful to you. Be a man and be by example.
Amen.
And this is a good friend of mine that's around me a lot. And this was a few months ago that I pulled him to the side and checked him like that. And I've noticed his behavior since then has been a lot different.
Oh, good, yeah. I mean,
Good.
So you reacted well to it, and I think it was a good way to approach him and kind of like challenge him on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're a straight man and you're secure in your manhood, why are you worried about someone else?
Exactly.
And the only reason you'd be worried about someone else is you're really insecure. But you're maybe a little suspect yourself and you never figure things out and you're trying to project and have false image out there. But if you're 100% secure, you're not worried about that type of stuff.
Right.
And I had to enlighten him on that. You know, and there is one other faction of people that have feelings and say stuff, but those are people that just have hate in their heart. Those are people that just, you know, they hate other races, they hate other sexualities, they hate other religions, and there's nothing that you, I, or anyone else is ever going to be able to say to change it because they have that hate in their heart, and you can't take that hate in their heart out. So you just let those people be miserable by themselves. You keep your hate, hold on to that hate, keep that hate, let it eat you from the inside out, let it destroy you, let it eat your soul, let it eat your mind, let it eat your heart. You keep that hate, you keep that misery, you let that positive, that negative energy destroy you from the inside out. So those type of people, I just let them have it. You keep that negative energy. I'm gonna keep my positive energy.
Yeah,
Yep.
and a lot of times it's because they themselves have not felt true love, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Back towards them.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's that and their programming, how they were raised.
Yeah.
You know?
So
And it's
that's where
sad.
the hatred comes from, and it's very unfortunate. You feel like you want to help them get past all that. Well, why do you? Well, and one of the reasons people one thing that you stereotype.
Right.
I think it's all like, you know, people taking jobs, they're taking jobs away, or they're offensive, or they're this, and that. But you know, it's really more about what's going on in your mind than anyone else's.
And there's nothing more beautiful in this world than two women. I mean, just putting that out there.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
This is where I get myself in trouble. Why don't give me a mic and let me lie on the air? I'm just saying, what is the most beautiful species walking this entire planet? Women. Who doesn't love to see a beautiful woman? All right, so let's switch this up real quick. Let's stay on the same subject, but let's switch this up. So one of the questions that was submitted to me is, when is the proper time to have sex with someone? First date, second date, third date, a month, when you get married, never? What's your opinion on this, Ron?
Man, I don't know. When I was younger, my philosophy was if they didn't put out in the second date, they got put out.
So that was the younger,
Right?
you. What is the older you say?
Yeah, no, but I mean, in reality, whenever it's right, you know, whenever that connection is there, whether that's after you get married, whether that's that first night, I mean, I doubt you're going to have that connection there that first night. But I mean, there has to be a connection, and it's not just about the sexual attraction, right? Because for me, I mean, it's got to be an emotional attraction, because in this day and age, people, they live off of looks and everything, and you know, people fall in love and then they fall out of love, but not very many people in this day and age grow in love.
That's pretty strong.
You know?
Damn. See, that's why they need to go check out that Train Your Brain right there. Ron, that's about the third time you hit him with some super deep stuff tonight. Terry, what do you think? When is the proper time, the appropriate time?
First of all, I agree 100% with everything that Ron said. Sex is maybe a little thing that makes a priority for man. Understand that. If you would have asked me in my 20s, what I'm going to say now would be totally different. But I just feel like when the time's right for me, as I'm getting older, it's become more about the emotional connection. And I'm sorry, I just can't connect with you emotionally. We're not completely different. At one point in time, there was lust and just that physical attraction of just wanting to look.
I'm glad we're on the radio so they couldn't see her doing that.
Oh, you know Facebook Live too now.
So that still exists, and I get it. And we're all different. But for me, because sex is becoming such an emotional action, I need that connection. I need that connection. Again, this is my 37-year-old self, not my 36 and a half year old. But I've grown a lot in that area and just realizing we have that animal wild sexual attraction thing on first night or second week or whatever, and then what? We have to talk, because I really like what you said, and we can talk, after the show about, I say a lot in relationships. Go through these emotions, the high in love, and then sometimes you really don't care if that person wakes up that day, but just growing.
Yeah, growing in love, yeah.
That's like major key to like a long-term successful relationship.
And what's your opinion, Miss Evan?
Yeah, well, I think it depends what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for a one-night stand, then the other person is too. And you're like, great, that's fine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what you do. But if you're looking for something long-term, and like you want to do it out for the first, 1 or 2 days, right?
That might not work out long term.
Yeah, so, and
Right.
so maybe they're not worth sticking around, so who cares, right?
Right,
If you-
exactly.
Yeah, so I think it depends on what stuff that connection. I'm surprised that you, as a male, actually said about.
What?
Yeah, we just, I don't hear men saying things like that, at least not you. It sounds good when you're trying to impress a woman, say things like that, but to say you're genuinely coming from a man,
Right, that's
different.
It's interesting, because it's not really.
Well, then again, I did grow up with 2 moms.
Yeah.
And you know what, that's
Right?
Yeah, so you have the sensitive.
Right.
The fact is, it's a lot more, then, now, and forever will be a lot more of an emotional thing for women, which is why it would be the type of material being taken like that.
I think that was all pretty deep, pretty real, pretty enlightening answers.
What do you think?
Woo! Are we live still? First off, let me say what I said about the 2 beautiful women, so you ladies out there aren't mad at me and stuff. I was not joking, I was joking, nah, I'm just playing, like, I'm messing around. I have a lot of friends that probably laughing at me right now about that. In all seriousness, this is my opinion about the right time for sex. There's times in life when you just want to have sex. And if that's the case, then the first night, the second night, whenever, because that's really what your goal is and what you're trying to do, is you're trying to have sex. Then there's, are you into this person? Because sometimes you meet someone, let's say you're at a concert, and you had a couple drinks, you see a guy or a girl and they're really hot, and you decide, I want to have sex tonight, and you hook up with them. There's nothing wrong with that if that's okay with you. If you make that decision and you're okay with it, that's your decision, then there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is when you run and tell your friends about it. Because then your friends, the same ones that will do the same thing, will judge you and talk crap about you and make you look like a piece of crap because you did that. Or maybe if you're a guy, they might lift you up. But if you're a girl, they might tear you down if you tell your friends about it. But in reality, you should just keep your mouth shut because it's your personal private business. You shouldn't tell anybody. So if you're out at a concert and you have a couple drinks and you see someone you have sex with them, then and you do it, that's on you. If you're okay with it and you can live with it, then fine. My thing about like if you're going to want to find a relationship, first of all, you never know. That person you bring home, it could be something, turn into something. You just never know. But if your goal, like let's just say you meet someone at work. Let's say you meet someone at the gym. Let's say you meet someone at the restaurant you go to once a week. And you're like, man, this person's pretty. This person dresses nice. They carry themselves well. Every time we talk, it's a good conversation. I would like to pursue this. Then you might want to try going on a few dates, talking to them a few times, getting to know them a little bit more before you just rush into sex. That way you don't get caught up in that whirlwind of just sex and looking past who they are, what they like, what they don't, something. Because when you go in rushing into just sex, sometimes you don't see everything else that person has to offer. And we're not offering. Yeah. Because you might really like that person, or when you come out that love zone, you might be like, what was I doing?
Right.
Yeah. The key is like you want the same thing. Because then a lot of times someone's like, oh, I really want a long-term relationship and want stuff and I'm going to extend. So it's always going to go away.
And I think too, for women, sometimes that guy or whoever may tell you that they're not looking for anything long term, but in our mind, we're saying that now, we want this, and we want
Right.
that.
You're going to change your mind. You're going to make them change their mind.
Yeah,
You're
and
going to
it's
fall
just, that's just like a recipe for disaster, because it leads to disappointment later. And then you're feeling used, well, not really, because that person told you.
But a lot of people, what they do is they project their feelings and what they want, their wants to be onto someone else. And I always say this to people, if you'll just shut up and pay attention, people will tell you and show you who they are. The problem is, we won't look past our own projections to see and hear what they're telling you and showing you. So we project what we want them to be onto them, and then when they're not what we project onto them to be, when there's something different, we're mad, we're disappointed, we're pissed off. But in reality, we should be mad at ourselves. Because they showed and told you who they were the whole time. You just chose not to see it. You chose to see what you wanted to see.
Most people don't listen. People in this day and age want to be heard, but they don't want to listen. You know, I mean, when you stop and think about it, they're so into themselves that they just want to tell, and they're not paying attention. They're not hearing what they're really saying. Because I could say I love you, and I could say I love you, and they mean two different things, right?
Yeah, the attention is always saying.
100%, you know, and so when you will stop, shut up, just shut up and listen. Take a look at your life. Take a look at what's in front of you. Is that really worth it?
See, why would they do that when what they're really waiting on is for you to stop talking so they can respond? They're not even hearing what you're saying because they're only waiting to respond.
Exactly.
And I agree with that. And I know we have like the fight of life. And I've always been guilty of within relationships wanting to leave. I'm leaving. And I know it's not the best way, but in that when I put away and think what was said. Now I'm listening like this is really what that person said or whatever. Because sometimes staying in that moment of I don't hear nothing that you're saying or whatever. You're blocked out because I'm telling you what I'm saying.
You're not taking the time to
Right.
process it and really embrace what they're saying.
I don't know about everybody, but I'm so guilty for like shutting down and not listening.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you look at like Indian from India, right? They have arranged marriages, right? And so what choice do they have? They don't know that person, right? So they have to listen. They have to work things out. There's no divorce, right? So they grow in love. They don't just fall in love, you know? Because whatever you fall into, you're going to eventually fall out of.
It's not about them being happy per se, it's about commitment.
Well, yeah, it's about that commitment. And then in that commitment, you grow together. You understand. Like, I mean, I was talking with one of my friends, and she said, you know, when we first got married, she's like, I was so miserable. But now, you know, over the years, we have grown this love so much, you know, and I was like, you know what? That's powerful.
You know, I would definitely say this, that if you have two minds that are willing to work with one another, the sky is the limit, the possibilities are endless, but you have to have two minds that are willing to work together. Like I said earlier, that pride, you know, when stuff is going on, you have to push that pride to the side. You have to be willing to communicate, like I said earlier, not be lazy and put in work, because relationship is like a full-time job. So you have to put in work.
Right.
And the answer is not always sex. The answer is not always a fight. The answer is not always going to be the perfect agreement. It takes molding. Like, you know, you go up to a clay sculpture and it was molded and formed into this, but it took all this crafting to get it to be what it is at the end. And if both people have an open mind, you know, like, I can be strong for you when you need it. You be strong for me when I need it. I'll be there for you when you're sick. You be there for me when I'm sick. You might have a better job for 5 years. I might have a better job for 10 years. You might take out the trash. I might wash the dishes. You might start the cars. I might take the kids to school. And you form a partnership, and you grow and you evolve, and that's what builds a real bond and a real strong relationship.
Yeah, in a relationship, it's always give and take, right? So if you're willing, and this is something that both people have to sit down and talk about. So if you're willing to give 80% and only expect 20% in return, and they're willing to give 80% and only expect 20% in return, that marriage can't fail. It just can't, because you realize out of 100%, I'm giving 80, and I'm only expecting 20, and if they're giving 80 and only expecting 20,
Both of you are getting way more than you expect.
exactly.
I think because what you just said, expectation, we put really high expectations on other people, almost so high that they're unable to fulfill those expectations. So it's about the communicating and sitting down and discussing what you want from this, what you want from this. I don't think that was conversation anymore until it goes wrong, and now
Right.
we're trying to hash out how we can fix
Yep.
it.
Right, I think people are either growing together or growing apart.
Yeah.
And it's what you do, right, and that's in the interim, like, so if you, how do you know, how do you recognize in the middle which way you're going? So you can course correct.
Right.
That's a big challenge, right? And I think having trade-offs and knowing expectations, and here's what I expect you to do, this is, you know, and choosing a battle, right? Everything that
That is your argument.
Yeah, it has to be, right? It has to be.
And another thing too is like, someone, if they're listening to the surface of what I'm saying, they might not get what I'm saying. And I'm not saying if your partner gets sick, you don't stay by their side. I'm not saying if your partner puts on a few pounds, you want to leave them. I'm not saying that stuff, but I'm saying that there's an obligation to take care of yourself. You know, I see people that get married and then just let themselves go and then wonder why the partner doesn't act the same towards them or treat them the same. Well, first of all, when I met you, you were vibrant, you was full of life. Now you're kind of lazy, you don't ever want to do anything, you put on 30 pounds, you don't look the same, you're grumpy a lot of stuff. And then they get resentful of why the other person is looking at them and acting that way. Well, you, instead of evolving and becoming a better version of yourself, you did the opposite. You went in rewind and became a worse version of yourself.
Well,
Right.
As a male, how do you hold your yourself? Like, and how do you So we don't say anything.
Well,
And I don't think it's gender specific, that would happen in things like religion as well. Don't just say, everything is male, female,
I think it goes with any religion.
Yeah.
Religion, I think they can say you have to still do it, I think you look great, but I feel like you don't have as much energy as you used to or something.
See, I just don't beat around the bush. I just be real with it, straight to the point.
Well, then that's off your business. It's off of your business.
But I do it in my personal life. I do it with my friends. I do it with everybody. But this is why. I feel like there's too much fake in this world, and I just don't. I don't want to be part of that fakeness. I'm joking. Okay, so I joked around earlier when I was saying that. But this is how I would approach it, straight up. If you put on 10 or 15 pounds, I'm going to say to you, you realize you put on a good amount of weight over the last year. You don't look the same. You better change your eating habits. You better start going back to the gym because things won't get better. They will only get worse. And if you come back at me sideways, my rebuttal to that would be, I'm not trying to attack you. I'm trying to make you aware. And I would hope and appreciate that if the shoe was on the other foot, you, as my partner, would check me and wake me up and be like, Larry, what are you doing?
Right,
You gained 20 pounds. You need to stop eating those cheeseburgers every day.
You're doing it in a parent.
Yeah.
Your intent is parent, so maybe it's like delivering. It's like,
but I think everything can be.
Did you put that shirt in the dryer?
Damn. But if you say things right too, Larry's approach works with a special breed of people, right? Other people, no. But and that's great. I love what he does because I'm a lot like that. However, there are other ways to do it too. You can say, hey, babe, I know that you said that you wanted to get back into shape. Why don't we do it together? They're just are asking them questions that they have to answer, right? That positions them to where they have to think about it and go, oh snap, you know what? I have gained 15 pounds.
I didn't realize. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, it's like
5 in the morning. Hey, let's go. Now get up. Hit the gym.
hit the gym.
At the moment, I think I'm so hyper, my weight, for my height, and for my size, and just in my family, and knowing what can happen. I'm always constantly, I won't let my get to, if I start to get close to inching up to a certain amount, I'm like, okay, I need to do this or whatever, because honestly, I don't want to be overweight. And I feel like there's a certain amount of excuse that comes with getting closer to 40 and being over 40 and getting older, that there's just to accept that you're just going to gain some weight, and I just think that's crap.
So before I go on to the next question, I want to give a shout out real quick to another one of our sponsors and vendors at the event, and that is Rain Energy Drink. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Rain, let me break down a little bit about them really quickly. They are a cutting-edge technology new energy drink. Those of you that probably have heard of their rival, Bang, that is probably the only other energy drink that can match them. So Bang and Rain are leading the pack. This is why I prefer Rain, and I'm glad to have them on board, is because they have zero additives that a lot of these other drinks have. They have 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugars, but you will still get that pumped up feeling that you're looking for. And they also have healthy stuff in them. They have creatine in them, they have Q10 in them, they have BCAAs in them. They are definitely cutting edge technology in the energy drink world. And I hope that you guys take the time to check out Rain. They sell them at most convenience stores, most supermarkets. And if you've never seen them, come out to the Wealth and Health Expo. They will be out there giving away free cans of Rain. So once again, I want to give Rain Full Body Energy Drinks a big shout out. The next question that I have for you guys is, what is y'all's opinion on sex toys? What is your opinion on sex toys, Ron?
Well, I don't usually use them on myself. You know, got a sock, I'm good.
Oh, man. Well, I told you it was going to get a little crazy.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, if they're, you know, especially if the husband's away for periods of nights, but if you have to use a sex toy when you have the real thing next to you, you know, what's going on in that marriage? You know, because once again, if that there is more satisfying than that person that you're with, then I'm sorry, you're probably in the wrong relationship because you're not in the heart part of it. You're in the sex part of it. You know.
Okay. So
Now, if they're two women, they don't really have a choice.
well, they don't.
No, I mean, but if they want that part of it, the intercourse part, you know.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Interesting. What is your take on it, Terry?
I'm kind of undecided. Personally, I don't feel like it's necessarily for me. I've had experience there and just not a lot of pleasure there for me. Especially when there's a human person that is there. But I don't, there's some that I would try. But I don't want to be too R-rated because people are watching on Facebook. I don't want anything unnatural. I know there are a lot of people feel that things, but I'm open to as far as when it starts to take place an actual connection with a partner, then that's fine. And I know women who have gotten into the toys for one reason or another, and then they are unable to connect and have a natural experience with their partner because the mechanical toy has taken over. Again, for women, like I said, things are more of an emotional connection. You can't even emotionally connect with your partner on a sexual level because a toy has taken that place.
Yes, I'm in agreement that
Kind of strange.
And then you have the radical sitting over here.
A lot of persons right there, and if they're not doing it for you, then there is something wrong with the relationship. But some people do like that.
Yeah, I mean, there are freaks out there.
Some people incorporate that
You know?
into their experience as a couple.
And they can make it work, and if it works against them both, then
I told him that I had read an article or something about utility hand tank, is it
Viagra.
Viagra, and this woman said that, it can be kind of a touchy subject for men. She said she incorporated it into their routine. She said, I take that pill out and put it, we step in the house, we get it, sit on the counter, you already knew what was up. Or she might be out drinking somewhere at a bar, having a good time, and I might slip on one at the bar, when we get home. So I just think just incorporating things into the experience that works for everybody.
I guess they know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's like, well, she got it out, and it's my turn.
Or is it Larry?
Let's hear what this
Let's hear it.
radical
Let's
has
hear
to
the
say.
truth. Or you
The
Larry?
law, right, that's the truth according to Larry.
It's the law of gospel according to. Alright, in all seriousness, I'm not a fan of women putting a toy inside of it. I'm not a fan of that. There's vibrators out there without having a sex ed class. You can use that without being penetrated, and a woman can have an orgasm. I'm not really with a man using a doll or a pocket P or anything like that.
What?
Where, pocket P-U-S-S.
Okay, that's-
Oh.
respect for yourself.
Oh,
to-
God.
To using toys like that. I personally wouldn't even be able to look at myself the same if I caught myself using a toy like that. And,
Should you ask a question?
a toy, here, so, okay, so check this out. So, let's start with a person that's in a relationship. So you have a man and a woman in a relationship, right? So let's say a woman has a fake toy, a fake penis, that she can put inside herself. This thing is always the same size, it's always up, it's always ready to go, and it's as simple as reaching over the drawer and grabbing it. So you've taken away the human factor. When you have a partner, there's times when things don't always work out. There's times when you have to deal with certain situations. But here's the catch to that. The man, he has to deal with certain things with women. Sometimes women don't get right. Sometimes women ain't in the mood. Sometimes it's that time of the month. And the man has to deal with that human element with that woman, and that's part of the sacrifice that he takes being with that woman. So I wouldn't think that it's fair for a woman, for a man to deal with that with a woman. I can't have intercourse with you certain times of the month. You might not have got lubricated properly, so we couldn't. You might, there's all kinds of different scenarios. But so a woman can take this toy and use it and give it time. She's not making that same sacrifice to, I understand, you couldn't get right this time. We'll make sure we were
So you're
more
saying you don't
romantic.
feel like there's an equal factor?
Not if a woman is using a toy that is basically undefeated. It has no human, there's no human element to it, you know? And I also think this too, and this is fact, this isn't just my opinion, a woman can actually do damage to her insides by using those. Some of them don't bend, some of them are too big, some of them different things, and then when you go to be with a man or your partner, you're experiencing something completely different, and because of the damage you did to your insides, you're no longer getting the proper satisfaction from a real man. So you damaged your insides, so now you're going to have to be more dependent on that toy. Because when you are with a man, you are not going to get the same thing. You changed your inside makeups. I explained this to someone the other day. A woman has 2 canals inside of her, and they actually can, expand and retract, just like the lining in your stomach. The lining in your stomach can stretch and it can shrink. If you're a type of person that eats a lot of food, your stomach lining stretches. Therefore, when you go to eat, you have to eat a lot more food because your stomach is a lot bigger. That's it. But your stomach lining can also shrink. That same person can get sick with strep throat and not eat for 4 or 5 days and stomach growl, and they're sitting there the whole time with sick with they don't eat so much food. And then they get this big plate of food out and eat about a quarter of it, and there's stuff they can't anymore because their stomach line tripped. A woman's canal is the same thing, so you have to be careful that you're not doing things to yourself that is going to prohibit you from having satisfaction when you're with a real man.
Here's a new show with Dr. Larry. Dr. Larry, I like it.
So that's on a deeper level. Personally, I don't see how a man using a rubber toy or a woman using a rubber toy could be fully into it unless you're just someone that's just looking to get off any way possible, and that's it. And that's kind of a sad existence. So I'm not the biggest fan of toys. Some people are. I'm sorry if you're mad at me for my opinions on that. I'm more of a physical pleasure type of guy.
Well, relationships. Yeah, it's about relationships. It's
Yep.
about, yeah.
Man, we made it through talking about most of the sex stuff, and I didn't get the plug pulled out the wall.
Right? That's a good sign.
It was kind of close,
Yeah, maybe stop telling.
right? I can't really put that good anyway. I might have messed that up. All right, so really quickly, we talked about the Wealth and Health Expo. once again, it is a one-of-a-kind event. I promise you, there is no other event like this. Think about this. It's the first of the year. It's the first Saturday of the new year. What do most people want to do? They want to get their finances in order and start a new year off right. They want to get their health in order and start a new year off. Guess what? It's not just a new year. It's a new decade. It's 2020, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's time to get your finances and your health in order. This is the second annual Wealth and Health Expo. Come downtown Saturday, January 4th to the Wealth and Health Expo at the Carol Hoffman Center, noon to 5 p.m. We're going to have all kinds of cool celebrities out there for you to meet in person. You can get autographs, get your pictures taken. Come in. There's going to be over 40 vendor booths from all kinds of different businesses and walks of life, and just amazing people that you're going to get to meet and experience an awesome event. And then you're going to get these seminars and these speeches from these great people that are going to teach you how to get your finances in order. They're going to give you all these tools for free. If you just come, you'll learn about credit repair. You'll learn about savings. You'll learn about retirement. We'll teach you about not only your regular health, diabetes, blood pressure, cancer checkups, basic health, but also your physical fitness health and how to get in the best shape of your life possible. So come out and check out all these amazing speeches, these workshops, all these different businesses and vendors that are going to be out there, the celebrities, and it's a family event that is designed for everyone. Please don't miss this opportunity, guys. It's a free event for the entire community. And really quick, I want to give a shout out to some of our major sponsors. Anytime Fitness South End. Go check them out. They're right on the south end of the city, and they're one of the best gyms that this city has to offer. Charlotte Wholesale Supplements. And the reason I like this place so much is because not only can you go in there and get all your supplements, your proteins, your BCAAs, your pre-workouts, but they also have probiotics. They also have all of the vitamins. I'm talking about every single vitamin you could ever think about it. If you can think about it, if you can imagine a vitamin, go there, they got it. And they also have CBD. They have almost every health product, all the way down to water. You can take your water jugs there and get 100% pure, clean water. They have everything. Check out Charlotte Wholesale Supplements, guys. I want to thank Freeman Screen Printers. They're also a returning major sponsor, and they were the designers and suppliers of our Wealth and Health t-shirts. Awesome shirts. Come out to the event. You'll get one of those shirts. You'll get to see the cool designs that they came up with. I also want to thank Medtronics. They are the largest distributor of medical products in the United States, and they're a great company. We're proud to have them on. True Lion Federal Credit Union for the second year in a row is one of our major sponsors. And if you're looking for a financial institution that you want to open up an account at, or get a loan from, or look at any possibilities, check out True Lion Federal Credit Union. And for higher education, let me mention one of our other major sponsors really quickly, and that is Strayer University. Check them out. There's over 52 universities across the United States. They're in almost every single state. There's 3 campuses here in the Charlotte area. That's Strayer University. Anyone else that wants to have more information or learn more about the Wealth and Health Expo, simply go to wealthhealthexpo.com. Check out the website and all the information on there. Real quick, Ron, thanks for coming out tonight and co-hosting the show with us.
Man, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You dropped some jewels on them people tonight.
I'm trying to change people's perspectives, because I know if I change their perspective, I'm going to change their life.
You heard it. Tell them how they can find you on social media really quickly.
You just type in Ron Devine. You can go to my webpage, www.rondevine.com. You'll get all of my social media platform down there. If you want to hear more of my speeches, I try to make a YouTube channel, a video at least twice a week. So you can always go over there and watch one of my videos as well.
Ms. Rhonda.
Thank you for having me, and it's nice meeting you.
It's a pleasure.
I know this second half of this interview might have went a little haywire, but I appreciate you sticking around and being part of it. You're an awesome person. I've had the pleasure of meeting you a few times and working with you and dealing with you, and every time it's been my pleasure. You are an awesome person. I thank you for coming out to the show tonight. I look forward to you being at the Wealth and Health Expo. Tell everyone out there how they can find you on social media, how they can look you up, your websites, and whatever information.
Absolutely, thank you. Yes, Yeah, so for Remu, it's rimucoaching.com, my website. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook with the same name, Remu Coaching. And then for Podlast Charlotte, it's POD-CLAST Charlotte. That's Facebook and Instagram. And looking forward to the support.
Thank you. And Ms. Terry Martin, why don't you really quickly give them the information about the Brighter Future Foundation of the Carolinas really quick before we wrap the show up?
Okay, really quickly, our website is www.carolinas.org. You can find us there. We're also on Facebook and Brighter Future Foundation of the Carolinas. If anybody wants to make some information, you can find us on PayPal at Brighter Future Foundation of the Carolinas. And we're on Cash App if you get them of the Carolinas. And I'm so glad to be here. I look forward to coming back to you here. And I'll see you guys at the Expo report.
I want to give a quick shout out to my co-host at the real Thomas Johnson Bean. Man, get back in town. You're supposed to be sitting right over here to my right. I didn't hear you yell boom one time tonight. Now you better be back here next week. All right, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been another episode of the Boom Radio Show. Business over obstacles is mastery. Until next week, guys, we're out.